Okay, what's up, y'all? We're back. Ambitions, mid-season premiere. We're finally back, okay? I thought, we were just going to get 11 episodes in the first season, but no. We get the second half of the season, but it's only like 6 more episodes, so it's really like... Well, I think 5, because it's going to be 16 episodes in total, so we only get 5 more, which is kind of weird that they split it up like that I don't know how they're doing this, Pilots, they usually get 16 to 18. So, yeah, I guess we're going to get this I know it's going to run until December, so we got like 5 more episodes. But y'all, this show came back with the punches. Like, my God. Like, honestly, I am just like, I did not realize how much I missed this show. Like, it's been 3 months, and seriously, the drought has been fulfilled with the dramatics, but okay. So we pick up right where we left off. Titus and Amara, they're back at the house. Amara's pissed off because Titus was in his hotel room with Stephanie, and she slaps him in the face because he's saying, "Are you that dumb?" Like, really? He bringing up Damien. I'm like, Titus, your case ain't helping right now, okay? Then we cut to Rondell at Selma's place, and she's giving a report to police. They're assuming it's a robbery because Senior's wallet's gone, his keys, and the engagement ring. And it's being ruled as a robbery. Evan comes and hugs her. They're devastated. I'm like, ooh, Evan about to go on a whole rampage. Meanwhile, he gets a text, and it's from Bella. Bella gets out the room. Old boy's left at this point. She checks on her Joaquin. He ain't in the room. She thinks he's hiding. He ain't in the room. She starts to get worried. Sees a old school magazine cutout note. I said, in 2019, we're really doing the cutout ransom note. Are we serious? Y'all serious? Y'all some amateurs. Not to something I tweeted. Listen, y'all, the tweets I be tweeting, they be, the cast and the people be seeing them, okay? I got retweeted from Will Packer, SS Atkins, Brian Wright quoted my tweet. I'm like, y'all out here seeing my commentary? Okay, I see y'all. Okay. Basically, throughout the whole night, everyone's coming through. Thelma's, we see Bella's mom, making sure people who need to be called. Stephanie comes through. She called Carly and Trey. We didn't see them this episode, but I think we're going to see them in the next episode for the repass, And I think Kayla was filming All American at this time during filming. I don't know if they filmed it straight in all episodes or maybe did half and then filmed the back end later. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Kayla was filming All American at this point. And so, yeah, Stephanie asked if there's anything she can do. And Rondell is not having it because she blames Peters and she thinks she's involved. I'm like, listen, for once, it ain't Stephanie's fault. But at the same time, she was dealing with Peters. So I can't blame Rondell. She going through it, y'all. She really is. Back at Bella's apartment, Evan comes over. Bella's in a whole panic, thinking, she should not have left his eye off of him. She had the baby monitor on, but she should have been looking. And, Evan's thinking, Roger got something to do with it. And she's like, no, he wouldn't do it. All he can do is, send a cake with the word whore written on top. And, they both, speculate that each other orchestrated the kidnapping. I'm like, y'all really don't trust each other that much? I mean, my goodness. I mean, I know we thought, when during the mid-season finale that Evan might have something to do with it, but he genuinely really does not. But, they said they're going to try everything they can to find him. Meanwhile, Evan got to deal with the Daphne mess. She is still alive. Basically, she was choked out by Natasha, Peters' cousin. She's in the hospital. She's about to get shot up with some form of, poisoning until Amara pops up. And basically tells her to, work with them because they know that Peters and, Evan are involved. Basically, the way to clean it up was that they left her in her car and out of the hotel room. I said, y'all were just going to leave her in the car? How were you going to put that story in there? But anyway, I digress. Evan comes to see her later, and basically she tells him, okay, she was choked out. Basically, she was going to wait for him. She was choked down in the room. Said Natasha popped up again, and that's when Amara ordered extra security. So, I was paranoid Daphne wasn't going to make it to the end, but you know what? She's still alive. She's still good. Whew. Then, so that's a wrap on like the Daphne storyline. Let me get for the Joaquin stuff real quick. So Bella's at her apartment. Her friend comes over, and she's a little too calm. I knew the friend could not be trusted because she was a little too calm with the situation. And with what we saw in the last episode before it, she was just too envious of Bella. I was like, okay, this is too calm right now. Do you have something to do with it? We'll talk about that later. Then, we have back at the diner, we have Rondell. You know, everyone's coming to pay the condolences. Her boo comes over, and she's in bereavement. He's trying to help her. Then we had Amara come over, and Rondell has her dad's gun, and she is surefire that Peters had something to do with this. Meanwhile, Evan, he shows up at Peters with a Glock from the 70s for this confrontation. I'm like, Evan, why you got the old school Popeye gun? Like, what? I should not be laughing, but what? Then we had him basically threaten him, and you know, his security to make sure that no one was like other person was there. Yeah, Evan, he then goes back to Belle's apartment. One of his guys said that basically Atlanta PD found a little boy body around his head. I was like, no, you did not kill the baby. You did not kill the baby. The baby ain't dead. Y'all gonna make this cover up to make it look like he dead. Not till I see a body and or get a DNA test. I'm not believing it. So Stephanie is trying to make things right, okay? She's being a supportive wife right now. You know, she's really grieving over Senior too. And basically Evan is making his murder the number one priority. And basically, Atlanta PD is trying to write it off as a robbery gone wrong. And, you know, Stephanie's telling you, maybe you just trust the authorities. Stephanie, y'all are black, and it's Atlanta PD. And y'all, I live in Atlanta, and I know Atlanta PD don't be doing the most of cases, okay? It's only certain cases that be actually putting the work into. And you would think, with it being the mayor's father, they would actually put some thought to him. But you know what? They also got to remember, they black people, so yeah, Atlanta PD don't really put a concern over that. But Evan, he is dead sure trying to find out who killed his father. And I'm just like, man, Evan has had the worst night ever. Your mistress almost dies. Your father is murdered. And your son's missing. I'm like, Jesus Christ. So Amara gets home. And she sees that the fridge door is open. Then she hears footsteps. She grabs a knife. I'm thinking, if this girl about to stab Titus by accident. No, it was not Titus. It was Deja talking about, oh yeah, I popped in from school. And Mara's like, what you doing here? Don't you got finals? She's like, not anymore. I quit school. I said, excuse me? You left the school that I was acting like Amara in this situation. You left the school that we pay for what? She left because her goth boyfriend, Reg, Cage, whatever, he dumped her, blocked her on Snapchat. I said, girl, get your ass in the car. We're going back to school. No. I was not having it. Titus was not having it. Amara wasn't having it. I'm like, this girl's acting so dramatic over this. I'm like, is this what y'all teenagers be dramatic over? Like, this sounds like old girls from, like, who I go to college with. I'm like, what is this? What is this? She's so dramatic. And, you know, Titus said he's going to stay home until they get her back to school. You know, they're going to give her a couple of days to clear her head. I'm like, y'all give her 2 days. She going back. Stephanie goes to confront Peters and ends up walking in on his cousin. And, you know, she is just so bold. First of all, she called Stephanie a piece of black ass. I'm like, you basically said the N-word without saying the N-word, basically. That's insulting. Okay, Stephanie is a power attorney. Went to doggone Spelman. Went to law school. Best lawyer in the city, okay? And then she's talking about, like, Greg. She knows that her and Greg had a thing. And she asking, oh, did he do the trick with the little see down there? I said, what in the Sopranos incestuous flowers in the attic is going on here? Okay, this is some incestuous Soprano shit. Like, what? Huh? Okay, Greg walks in and, you know, Stephanie is just like, look, tell me right now, did you kill my father-in-law? Did you kill my child's grandfather? He's like, no, I didn't do it, but you do not want to mess with me right now. Stephanie's like, look, I'm going to find out, and I'm going to make sure you pay for it, and whoever didn't pay for it, because I'm pretty sure your cousin killed him. Then we got Greg and the cousin. She went out shopping. Greg's like, you need to back up and pull it back. You making too many enemies and threats that are aimed towards me right now. She's like, cousin, calm down. And she grabbing his ass too. I said, what? This is just weird. Like, you getting turned on with him getting angry. This is just nasty. Greg, if we find out you mess with your cousin, okay, I ain't gonna like you no more. I thought you were cute, but no way, fam. Then the last thing we see is Rondell. She in the diner. She's in her feelings. Bella's mom came to check up on her. Her boo comes in to check. She goes to the back, and, they're talking. He brings up that he's been asked to run for the mayor of Atlanta. I said, dude, you did not want to say that, okay? This woman's father has not been dead for a full 24 hours. And you talking about you going to run for mayor against her brother, who is in grief, who is on a rampage right now? Heck no. Get out of my damn face. And Rondell was right to kick him out. Ooh, Laura, Rondell about to go through it, y'all. This episode was so good. Honestly, we got 5 more episodes. I'm just like, my God, what else can we got? Also, at the end, we saw that Joaquin's actually alive. The guy that was faking to be like Textiles dude, he was basically in a motel drinking beers and a cutout shirt. And then we see who's at the door. Bella's best friend. I said, couldn't trust the bitch. Couldn't trust her. Man, this episode was good. Y'all, the preview that they have for the rest of the season has me like, oh my God. So they're going to find out where Joaquin's at. They're going to be at war trying to get him back. I'm like, oh my God, this is about to be deadly. Then we got Stephanie going haywire because she might have found out that Joaquin is Evan's baby. Then we find out there could be a pregnancy. And Titus is like, is it mine? I'm like, Titus, that ain't Amara's. I'm telling y'all, that's Deja's, okay? Because believe it or not, your daughter's having sex, and probably she pregnant. That's why she emotional, okay? Y'all, oh my God, Titus about to go off, man. I really hope there's a pull T.I. and do a doggone check on Deja. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to bring it up in there. I had to segue that in. But anyway, let me know in the comments what y'all thought of this episode and what you think is going to happen this season. Anyways, your girl, peace out. My love. Have a great week. Bye.